Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Secure and Soar, the CEO's guide to cybersecurity and AI success. My name is Earl Kelly. Had my headset on, so for live, please forgive me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Earl Kelly. I'm the CEO of Cydian Group. We bring you over 30 years of technology experience and insight from my days as a former CIO of a large insurance agency and as your award-winning cyber evangelist. I'm here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern to help you stay always on and always ahead. Now, here's our plan for today. We're going to start with who I am. We'll then cut through the noise and look at the signal of what's really going on in cybersecurity and AI. We'll talk about who this impacts, what it costs, and what you can control. I'll show you how to leverage this for growth, and we'll introduce a call to action, as well as bust our AI myth of the week and finish with a live AI demo. So again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Earl Kelly. I am the CEO of Cydian Group. We help growth-minded CEOs protect profits, enhance reputation, and harness AI to operate smarter. We're headquartered right here in Jacksonville, Florida, where it's a beautiful 89 degrees today, with over 75 years of combined technology experience. We support legal, insurance, and other SMB clients nationwide. So let's talk about this signal beyond the noise. Cyber attacks are at an all-time high, and 43% of cyber attacks target small businesses. 75% of small businesses experienced at least one attack in the past year. Yet only 14% say they feel prepared. The average downtime after a ransomware event in 2025 is 24 days. That's nearly a full month of lost productivity, lost revenue, and lost customer trust. And the threats are evolving, not just in volume, but in intelligence. Hackers now use AI to craft deepfake phone calls, bypass your multi-factor authentication, and automate attacks that hit hundreds of companies in seconds. Now, if you run payroll, process credit cards, store customer information, or log into any cloud app, you are already a target. Last year, a small insurance brokerage had their email account compromised. The attacker used AI to study past conversations and send a perfectly timed email to a client. That client redirected a $48,000 payment to a fake account. He thought he had coverage. Turns out he sent that to hackers. So protecting yourself not only protects you, but also protects your clients. We had another example where a construction company paid $12,000 to a fake vendor invoice. There were AI-generated graphics and a forged signature, and it made it look absolutely real. But these aren't rare. They're happening weekly, and they're happening to companies like yours. And this impacts every industry, but it hits small business hardest because we run so lean and we run with teams that have no room for downtime. 58% of SMBs that experience a serious cyber incident face significant downtime, and of those, 60% close within 6 months. So what's the cost to you? Well, there's downtime, obviously, but there's regulatory penalties depending on what type of business you're in. There's lawsuits, brand damage, and leadership turned over. The cost of a cyber incident now ranges from $120,000 to over $1.8 million. An insurance agency that's now our client spent $40,000 on recovery, but they also lost 3 top clients because the trust was shaken. So it's important that you understand that the cost could be your clients. Now, what do you actually control? This sounds really scary, but let's talk about what you actually control. So you can't stop threats from existing, but you can control how fast your business adapts, who you partner with, and how seriously you take cybersecurity and AI. The right partner brings security, speed, efficiency, and trust. So let's talk about how we can leverage this for growth, right? So small businesses can turn this cyber upgrade into a sales advantage, right? So you'll be promoting your enhanced security in your proposals, and you can win different contracts. We had one legal client who turned their cyber upgrade into an advantage. They put it in their proposal. They won 2 corporate accounts, and they were both worth over $250,000 annually. They won those clients because they had cybersecurity as number one. Cybersecurity and AI can be your competitive edge, right? So before we get into the myth and our demo for today, let's talk about you. Let me give you an invitation to book your cyber and AI profit sessions. We'll assess your risk, we'll run a dark web scan, we'll simulate phishing on your employees, and we'll show you how to use AI to run faster and safer. You can go to citian.group/risk. You can call us at 904-907-8503. And even though I'm in cybersecurity, and I would always tell you never to do this, I did put a QR code on the screen. You can also scan the QR code and it'll take you there. Keep in mind that this conversation is not a tech conversation. We don't want to talk to your IT person. This is your problem as a CEO. This is a business growth conversation, and that's where this conversation that we're going to have needs to be. So let's talk about our AI myth of the week. And I hear this myth a lot. Okay. AI can't help me stay on top of my daily schedule. That's only something that I can manage. And the truth is that AI is already being used to analyze your calendar, emails, and tasks to find conflicts, suggest the best meeting times, and even remind you of follow-ups before they fall through the cracks. There's actually several programs out there. I'm going to show you a demo today in ChatGPT that shows you how you can do this with ChatGPT, but there's also several programs out there that can help you with this. So if you're an insurance agent, this means you never miss a renewal call. You can set AI up to do that automatically. For attorneys, it means that you can flag deadlines early, make sure you're not missing anything last minute. And for small business owners, it means better focus on clients instead of on chasing your calendar. So let's see this in action. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And as I do every week, I'm going to use a different where am I want to go? Yeah, there we go. As I do every week, we're going to use a different AI. So last week we used Gemini. This week we're going to use ChatGPT. So I'm going to go into a new chat. And what I'm going to do is we're going to load a busy week schedule. So what I did was I exported my calendar into an Excel spreadsheet for this demo. You can do it in several different ways. You can also export it into a text file or an ICS file, depending on what program you're using. Okay. And this has got, if we look at the spreadsheet, it's got, sorry, that opened on another window. So let me give you a quick look. Come on. So if we look at the spreadsheet, it has days, it has meetings, it has events, and it has the notes for the events that we're doing. So I'm just going to load that into ChatGPT. And then we're going to ask ChatGPT, and we're going to give it this prompt. Okay. So we're going to say, you are an AI scheduling assistant. I want you to review my calendar, flag any conflicts or overlapping appointments, suggest better times for high priority tasks, and add reminders for missed follow-ups, block some focus time for critical work, and summarize the improved schedule clearly for a busy CEO. And the calendar is attached. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask it to do this. Now, for business owners, this means maybe fewer dropped balls, right? More time back and peace of mind that your most important work gets done, right? So this could give you a list of what you should do. So I'm going to let it analyze. right? And it's going to give you a analysis of your calendar for the week. So you'll see here on Monday, we have a client call that's overlapped with the project deadline at 10:30. So you should make some changes there. You also have a court filing deadline at 2 p.m., originally tight against the 5 p.m. deadline. So you're going to be rushed there. You have missed follow-ups. And so it can make some adjustments. It's going to make adjustments based on what its suggestions are. And then it will optimize your schedule for next week. Now, one of the really interesting things is you can also ask it to export a spreadsheet here and you can upload that into your calendar. And so you'll have updated your time for the week. So that's just something that you can have ChatGPT do. Sorry, that went a little crazy. Something you can have ChatGPT do. And but again, there's other programs out there. We actually are using a program right now called Motion, but there's other programs like that that will actually do the same thing, and then they're integrated with Outlook as well. So let me ask you this: how much would one cyber incident, $164,000 on average, hurt your bottom line as a small business owner? How much stress would that put on your staff? And what would it do to your reputation if your clients could not reach you or do business with you for 24 days? Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine knowing your business is secure, your clients trust you more, and you're even winning new business because of your security posture. And that's what our cyber and AI profit session is about. It's not just about risk prevention, it's about turning disruption into your competitive advantage. So your next step today is to book your session at Cidian.group/risk or give us a call at 904-907-8503. I'll show you exactly where you stand and give you a roadmap to grow with confidence. Finally, I want to invite you to join us for our Lunch and Learn. It is going to be August the 29th at 11:45 a.m. at Fogo de Chão here in the Jacksonville Town Center. The cost is $79.99 per seat. We're going to talk about the AI boardroom advantage, and we're going to talk about creating an AI board. Imagine you could have Steve Jobs, or you could have the CEO of Microsoft on your board. How would that help you as a company? How would that help you as a nonprofit? How would that help you as an attorney? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about making decisions 10 times faster and growth 10 times smarter. So again, you can join us at Cidian.group/LNL325. You can scan the QR code, $79.99 a seat. But because you attended Secure and Soar this week, if you use code SAS on checkout, that's code SAS on checkout, I'm going to pay for your lunch. So come join us, use code SAS. You can sign up at Cidian.group/LNL325. Thank you so much for joining me today on Secure and Soar. Stay secure, stay smart, keep soaring. We will see you next Wednesday right here at 11 a.m. Eastern. And as always, be absolutely kind to each other. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.